Health, Home, and Lifestyle. Presented by Paradise Fitness Center, changing lives since 1996.
Hi, and welcome back to Health, Home, and Lifestyle. I'm here at Paradise Fitness Center with Chris and, of course, our Core 6 coach, Greg. So if you guys don't know, Core 6 is a 6-week program here at Paradise Fitness Center meant to help you kickstart your fitness goals. And Chris, it's been 4 weeks for us, almost. We're entering week 4. How's it going for you so far?
Well, it definitely kick-started me in the butt. I feel like I've made a lot of progress from, the first day and the first week. I mean, I kind of was feeling like I could power through a lot of the workouts, but then what they do is they add new movements. So that's like I hate to hear that when we show up for class. They're going to be like, this is a new movement for you, because that makes it challenging. But, that's one thing that I really like about it, is that you have this group mentality going with the whole class. And even if we do get a new movement, you got other people trying to do it too, so it's not like you're just left hanging out there. And then, like with Coach Greg and Coach Des, they go around and they really help you with the form. And I feel like they're really understanding in terms of like, hey, I've never done this before. So, for the first couple rounds, they help you out. And then usually by the end of the class, it's like everyone's picking it up. So, yeah, I feel great. I actually lost like 8 pounds. So, and that wasn't even one of my goals going in. I wasn't worried about weight loss. I mean, I am kind of the heaviest I've been, but I was really more concerned about feeling stronger and, feeling more confident. So that was kind of an added benefit. And I really think that these classes and then the homework that we do in between is kind of like kickstarted my metabolism. I mean, I'm not no young buck, and as you get older, your metabolism really slows down, but I'm really feeling like it's running pretty fast. And, I'm pretty sure that Core 6 is like the biggest reason for that.
Definitely a lot of improvements. I know that we've both made a lot of improvements in our strength overall since week 1. And speaking of Coach Greg, I saw you walking around today. You mentioned that, Chris's squats have really been improved. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So in the beginning, week 1, this is new to a lot of people. It's a lot of people's first time. For Chris in particular, he mentioned that his knee had been bothering him and causing him issues. So in the beginning, his squats were a little choppy, a little shortchanged. But now, like, he's in here, he's actually smiling in between sets. Before, he looked really miserable. Both him and Issa, I can really tell that you guys' confidence in just the movements in yourselves has definitely increased over the span of these 4 weeks. So I just hope you guys continue to keep it up.
Definitely, and even today's little movements that we might not really know how to do properly. So I was doing, I think they're called lateral lunges, and so I was doing them all wrong. But then, of course, we had Coach Greg, Coach Des coming around to help us out. And it's more than just what's happening in the classroom, but outside the class, of course, we have our homework. And I don't know what happened to this guy, because before he never wanted to work out, and now after class he's like, hey, you want to do extra planks? Hey, you want to do extra push-ups? I'm like, no, what's wrong with you? But so it's definitely making a lot of changes outside the class, not only with what we're doing as far as working out in our free time, but as far as what we're eating. So I want to tell us a little bit about the choices that you're making now that you've joined Core 6.
Yeah, I'm actually way more conscious of what's going in my mouth, because I went through this phase where, I was like, I ran a 10K, I could eat whatever I want. And obviously that, led me here. But really portion control and knowing when to eat carbs, and even doing simple things like, sharing a one-person dessert with 2 people. I mean, little things like that. Hey, you still get your sweets, but you're not getting as much of it. And so really a lot more conscious of that. And, started Instagram where we're trying to like share some of the healthy food. Some of it's healthy, some of it's just delicious, but it's Kitchen by Chris if you want to check that out. And that's definitely one thing, is like, I feel like if I overeat or eat too many of those, so-called good foods, that I'm really going to pay for it in class. And, I don't know what's wrong with me. Like over the weekend, I had a choice to drink water or beer, and I actually drank water, and the thought of drinking a beer kind of disgusted me. So, I mean, I don't know what's happening to me. Hope you guys still love me, but changes are definitely being made.
All right, Coach Greg. So, some people think they can just go to the gym all the time. And, you guys have been telling us throughout the course that it's not just about going to the gym, it's about what you eat after class. And so can you just tell us, like, in general, does that make a really big impact on how far you get with your fitness goals?
So nutrition is going to always be the X factor in anything you do, whether it's weight training or sports. What you're fueling your body with is what you're going to be able to output. So you know, with Core 6, we don't advocate just completely divulging into a strict meal plan. It's something that we want to do where we just instill better choices, make you guys a little bit more conscious about what's going in. And you know, in the beginning on Snapchat, you could see just a change with just the food choices. I used to see a lot of desserts and a whole bunch of processed food with Chris, but now, you know, he's starting to go to the lean meats, the steaks, cutting back on the rice portions at night. So, you know, we just try to instill healthier eating habits, and then obviously it's going to translate with how you guys feel, and you guys will end up making those choices for yourself.
All right, thanks, Coach Truddy. Well, just to close up, last thing I wanted to ask you, Chris. You know, last year we did one of those races, tough races, and this year, just over the weekend, you did the trench mudder.
Yeah.
How is that, the change from last year to this year?
First obstacle course I ever did, dude, I was dead before I was a third of the way through, and with trench mudder, I didn't feel defeated at any point of the course. I mean, it was tough, don't get me wrong, but I really felt stronger, and I was able to like actually carry some of our teammates through some of the obstacles. So I know that wouldn't have been possible without this class. So yeah, you know, a lot of the strength stuff that we're doing in here, I really felt like it made, you know, 1,000% difference in trench mudder. And I just want to thank, you know, Coach Greg and Coach Des and, you know, our classmates for just being there, you know, day in, day out, and helping us all push through.
All right, well, thanks, guys. So again, that's week 4. We have 2 more weeks to go. You'll have to stay tuned to Health, Home, and Lifestyle to find out how we do. We're back after this.
Your community calendar is brought to you by Taco Bell. Whether it's your first meal or your 4th meal, we've got you covered. Taco Bell, live Más.